you increase your value probably like more than 30%, not just like 30% increase in salary, but it could be more. That's basically why you need to have PMP.
جزاكم الله خير. Just I want to introduce my fellow Shamila. She is very active in PMI Malaysia chapter. أو لتدوسها راح أقدمها للشباب. ضيفتنا ضيفة الشرف اليوم الأستاذة شميلة. إن شاء الله راح أقدمها بصورة سريعة. أوكي. وأعتقد أنه تم إرسال الشرائح اللي حتشاركها معنا الأستاذة شميلة. حتشارك خبرتها في إدارة المشاريع ورحلتها الجميلة في إدارة المشاريع. الأستاذة شميلة مش مبين عليها. Okay, my friend Shamila, it doesn't look that you have 25 years in project, program and portfolio management. You're still young, I think. 25 years in project management?
Yes, I am, because I came back. I studied in the States last time, so I came back and after I work. So I look young, but I'm not that young. I'm gonna be 50 next year.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله ما شاء الله. So yeah, she has a very good experience in project management, especially in PMP and Prince. اوكي شباب حنتكلم عن يعني الفرق بين البرنس وايضا بي ام بي. ايضا هي كمان سكرام ماستر في الاجايل، ايضا خبره عندها في الاجايل مدام شميله. So you graduated. So can you give us some information about IT background? You study in university in bachelor degree?
Yes, I studied IT when I took my degree. I did my degree in Marquette University, which is in the States. But I did 2 years in Malaysia and 2 years in the States. So after I came back, after I came back, then Alhamdulillah, Rizki, I get a job in IT also. So I was a programmer at first. And but then afterwards, later on, I was introduced into project management because I was no longer supposed to do any in-house programs. So I'm supposed to, after that, take care of projects. So that's my experience in project management. All right. So basically, I fell in love with project management when I started my journey, when I was accidentally pushed into project management, because at first I was only doing programming, right? And then when I was assigned with projects, for some reason, I just fell in love because in project management, you are able to meet a lot of people, right? And you are able to solve problems. Different projects is unique. Yeah. Okay. So after I've taken the Prince 2, I passed. But then I feel that PMP is a bit more, what do you call this? Maybe a bit glamorous and more applicable when I'm in Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more used. It's more used. It's more glamorous. You see.
Yeah.
So that was when I decided to take PMP. So, but that was back in 2011. So when I was 35. So now I'm 49.
Now we figured out your age, okay? It was secret, but this secret already revealed now. I know the ladies, are sensitive about you. For you, no problem.
Okay. So at that time, my company, I was working with this company called Formis Computer Services. It is actually a vendor-based contractor for banks at those days. Yeah. It's I was working with the vendor, basically with in a contractor environment. I'm no longer with the bank. I'm already with a consulting firm, basically around like that. So they sponsor me to take the exam, PMP. But they bond me for 6 months, which is still okay. Okay, it's not 6 months. Basically, they tie me to the company. They want me to work for the company for 6 months because they already paid a lot of money for PMP. So there's, if after the exam, I will just resign and go, you see? Okay. So for me, the preparation is only about 3 months. So I took my class in May 2011. And then I took my exam in August. I remember it's 8 August 2011.
8-8. Okay,
Yes,
2011. Yeah, it's remarkable. Okay, remarkable and wonderful date. That 8-8. Okay, 2011. Okay.
So my tips was that time, I studied every day. Every day I studied for 2 hours. At night, before I go to bed, every day. So 10 o'clock at night until 12 o'clock. So I will study. Because I'm working, right? I'm working. I'm a working mother. I have 3 children at that time, small children. And then I make sure my children is in bed by 10 o'clock because I need to study.
Yeah, good.
My trainer provide with the exam simulator. So what I did was weekdays, I will study at least for 2 days. 2 hours every day. And then weekend, I will spend my time to do the exams. I will do like thousands of exams, and I read 3 books. I read 3 books last time. Yeah, the Pmp, the material, and the Rita Mulcahy's book.
Rita okay.
Yeah, Rita Mulcahy's book. So because I couldn't understand when I learned last time, I don't understand. If you read the Pmp, you will fall asleep. So I have to find another book that can help me to understand. So I read the Rita Mulcahy's book, and I understand what it is.
There is now hashtag women in PM like this. Okay, so you are ladies, you have something from as a powerful women in project management. Is that right?
Yes, in Malaysia we do have that chapter, women project management. Correct.
Women in project management. Good. Maybe you will join ladies to this hashtag in it.
Okay, so when I have to read 3 books, right? I did mind mapping, a lot of mind mapping. So I did my notes, so that next time when I need to revisit again, I don't have to read the 3 books again, right? So I just need to read my notes, because those days, my time, we had the version 4, okay, Pmp, fourth edition. So we don't have the agile questions. We have to remember, memorize all the 49 processes, also the formulas. So that's why it's a bit difficult. Okay, so basically that is my preparation. And on the exam day, I took it in Kuala Lumpur. It's in the morning. Yeah. The exam structure is not like right now. It's only 180 questions, right? My time last time, it was 200 questions, multiple choice, and we have to sit for 4 hours, no break.
Yes, I remember that. I also did the same.
Okay, so after that, so the moment I get into the exam center, because it is actually monitored with the camera, right? It's proctored approach.
That time?
Yes, there's already when you go into the room, it's already computer based, and you have a camera. There's
when you go to the training center, when you go to the exam center.
Yes,
not in the house. Just since COVID-19, we have seen that anyone can do exam in his house or in his office. But back then, that time, just you have to go exam center. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no option to do that at home. Okay.
Exactly.
So as usual, when you go in, you read your dua, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, then you start with the exam. So what I did was I write whatever that I have in my mind. I did a brain dump, meaning I put in all my formulas, the 49 processes on paper, so that if let's say the questions come out, then it's very easy for me to refer to whatever to my notes. That is my immediate notes, because when you go for the exam, you cannot bring anything except your IC. There's only identification. That's all. Okay. So the tips was how to make sure that I did all the exams questions, right? I choose the easy ones first to do, the shortest question first, and then the longest one and difficult one I choose to do a little bit later. because you can pick and choose in the
Yes.
system. So
Until
that
now.
was my
Yeah.
strategy.
Until now, they can choose it in the system. Yes. Go.
Yeah. So that was my strategy. So I have enough time to actually answer all the questions and revisit to check my questions again. Yeah. So basically, that's what I did in the exam. Since we have no break, I was really focused. Yeah. The most nerve-wracking part, the scariest part is when you put in the last button. You know, when you press the last button for to answer your question, and then you are waiting whether are you going to pass or are you going to fail. So that's the most nerve-wracking part. Yeah. So the best part is when, because you get the result immediately. Yeah. After that, you know, the system will calculate, and then the best moment was when you see it was stated on the screen that you passed.
What's the success rate in exam? I mean, do you know, or do you have any hint about if I answered correctly 60% of the questions, or 65 or 70, what the percentage of success in your mind? What do you think?
Okay, you should target around 80%.
Yeah.
PMI doesn't. Oh yeah, you asking me what is my percentage? Is it?
No, not your percentage. No, not your percentage, because they didn't give you. They give you just above target of.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what's the you know, in school, if you pass 50, you'll succeed. But in PMP exam, what the percentage that you pass it?
You need to pass more than 80%. Minimum should be 80%. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the success percentage is 65, 67% sometimes. Okay. We should target 80%. We should target 80 or 85.
Correct.
But the percentage is 67 something.
So, pardon me, Madam. First of all, I'm honored to hear your valuable remarks, and I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Talat, who made this opportunity possible. I would like to know the following, if you may. Will the exam be conducted using pen and paper, as in traditional methods, or on a laptop or tablet? Okay. So during my time, I guess now also the same. I took the exam using a computer. There's a computer at the center, so we just have to choose you know, online, whether it's correct or wrong. So it's a multiple choice.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be paper for your notes. Yes, there will be paper for your notes. You cannot bring outside paper your notes inside the test center, but that's what I did. You know, I did a brain dump, meaning when I go inside the training, the exam center, I put in on the piece of paper whatever I remember from my mind. So maybe I'll just give you some tips on how you want to pass the exam, right? So make sure, because if you, let's say you want to take about 3 months, make sure you have a realistic study plan. You know, make sure, like for myself, I did that 2 days, 2 hours daily. Yeah. Weekdays, and then weekends is I do a lot of questions. You do a lot of questions, thousands of questions, so that you are familiar on how to answer the question. Yeah.
So realistic schedule is 3 months. You can say it's realistic, 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day.
So you don't want, that's why I said 3 months, because you don't want to wait too long, because you still have fresh memory about what you're studying. If you wait too long, even though you have 1 year, to take your exam, don't wait too long. Yeah, 3 months is just nice. Okay. Okay. So, and then make sure you sleep early before the exam. Make sure you are fresh to answer the questions. Yeah. Okay, so that's how it is. So basically, yeah, those are the tips. So now probably what you want to know is, why is it important for you to have PMP, right? Yeah, I keep encouraging people to take PMP because it is very valuable. Yeah, you increase your value. Yeah, because now it's like when you learn how to drive, right? When you learn how to drive, you need to have a license. It's the same thing when you're managing a project. You need to have a license. So the PMP is like your license. That's a long explanation.
That's
Okay.
great. But your example, inspired me. So I give another example. So sorry for
Okay,
explanation.
no problem.
Good.
So it's good that when you have this a license, right? People will know that you are a recognized project manager. You're a certified project manager. So you can have better salary. You know, if you jump to another company for work, you increase your value probably like more than 30%. Not just like 30% increase in salary, but it could be more. Yeah. Okay. So that's basically why you need to have PMP, right? Then what's next? Yeah, after PMP. Yeah. So you need to make sure you join your local chapter. Yeah, I'm sure you are in this UAE, right? There's a local chapter in UAE, right? So my advice is actually even though you join your chapter, don't just become a member, be a volunteer. Yeah. So when you become a volunteer, you can actually practice your skill, because sometimes when you work in a company, if you do mistakes, right? When you do some mistakes, the company will penalize you. Okay, sometimes. So when you practice your skills in the in PMI, you know, in the chapter, you will learn. Nobody is going to scold you. Nobody is going to penalize you. Yeah. So you'll be able to learn, practice your skills. Okay. So so when I joined the chapter, people, I think a lot of people that they see how active I am. You know, I went for their webinars, I went for their events, and when there's you know, any AGM, I will just attend. So that was when they offered me a position, and they voted for me to become one of the board of directors in the Malaysia's local chapter, in Malaysia chapter. So I was one of the board of directors. I was the director of planning. That was my first post.
The director of planning, yeah? Planning?
Director of planning, yes.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to plan for, you know, symposiums like that, but this was back in 2012. Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
I have positions. I've been with the chapter for like 13 years already, yeah? 13 years already.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, so I've been a director of planning. I was an auditor. I was in a nomination committee, and then my highest post was I was the secretary for the chapter, which that was back in 2019. Yeah. So I was in and out of the board. I still volunteer. This year, they appoint me to become the HRDC training business unit within PMI, because we want to create more business for PMI. So now they're asking me to lead this opportunity. So this small project that I'm doing with PMI Malaysia chapter.
Yeah. It's a new department in BMI chapter, or it's old
Yes.
department?
It is just new. They just created this new box for me because they want me to come back and you know, volunteer and to do some work. Yeah. So basically that's about it. So if you volunteer, you will put that in your CV, your resume. It helps you to boost your career, you know. So it shows that you're not only working professionally, but you're also volunteering professionally. So it adds up. It adds up your value even better when you volunteer. Okay, so basically, there is some differences. So if let's say for PMP, it is more project manager oriented. It actually tells you how a project manager should do, what to do and what not to do. But for Prince 2, it is more towards you know, it's various roles. So they talk about different roles in the project and all those things. And then they are more template based. They have templates and so on, more control. PMP, they'll give you time, so-called, what do you call this? Give you more flexibility. Okay, they don't provide you templates and all those things, but it's up to you how you want to do it. Yeah, yeah. And then you also, it's like for PMP is US based, right? Prince 2 is UK based. So reason why I took 2 is, one of the reasons is also because I feel that if I have 2 different certifications, I can work anywhere in the world. Yeah, I'm accepted anywhere in the world. If I want to go to UK, I can use Prince 2. If I want to go to the US or any place, I can use PMP. So that's the reason why I really want to have both. I believe PMP is a bit more usable rather than Prince 2 so far. Yeah. But in Malaysia, they always say, like, for if you want to do government projects, right? You do any projects related to the government, they will normally ask, you know, preferably to have either PMP or Prince 2. So it doesn't matter. So they are stated there. So they want someone who has credential. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I say it's very important for you to have certification. I guess that's all about it that I
Yes.
wanted to share. Yeah, because I know
Yes.
we're out of time. I think
Yeah.
that's
Thank you very much.